and some men think it is for the women to do everything in the romance area of a relationship. Whatever his reasons are, you will never really know unless you ask him and why he is not more romantic in the relationship. This needs to be discussed if it bothers you. Maybe if he knew how you felt, he would try to do better. Tell him how you feel, and he may try and be more romantic for you. If nothing changes, then maybe he is showing you it's not what he cares to do for you or the relationship. If this is not enough for you, or you're not satisfied with his behavior, then more serious discussions about your relationship need to take place. Remember, people don't change unless they want to. If he doesn't want to do more, then you will either have to settle for less than what you want, or settle for someone else who is more romantic. I really hope the two of you can work it out and have many more romantic times together for many years to come.
Well done.
How is that, you guys? Did I do it okay?
That hit the point.
That hit the point.
That's right. It hit it right on time. I like that.
Okay. Yeah. Anybody back there have anything to say?
I'll say something.
Yeah. Well, let the lady back there say it first.
Come on up, sister.
Your writing. I wanted to know how long it took you to write and what inspired you to write.
Okay. Well, this book literally took me 18 months to write. And I was writing every single day. Okay? So it took 18 months, and it takes 18 months to deliver an elephant. This is my elephant.
Okay.
It was very, very difficult. It wasn't easy because I had to be accurate with it. You know, I had to deal with the situation. I had to give proper and right advice and information. And what I did not have and did not know, I said the person could go get higher, counseling, because I'm not a doctor. So I opened it up for that. I wrote this book because I have a lot of friends, and I'm the one that people tell their stuff to and ask me, what do you think? What do you think? And they like the way I think, I guess. So I hear a lot of situations. I've heard every one of these situations coming from somebody else, you know what I mean? And I've given them advice like that. What caused me to write the book was because I was giving advice to this one girl for 3 years about the same man. And I realized that it was no longer her problem, it became my problem. Because no matter what advice I gave her, no matter which way I turned the thing, she went right back to him, and she was in the same thing over and over and over. So I realized that she was not learning, she was dumping. I had to watch that. Just let me get it off my chest and feel better, and I can go back and do what I want to do. See what I'm saying? So I said, okay, we're gonna put an end to that. So I told her that I was gonna write a couple of things down, for her, and put it on her refrigerator, because she was calling me like at 3 in the morning. This really did it. She called me at 3 in the morning. And I answered the phone. What? What's up? She's crying. What? What's wrong? Oh, he's not answering the phone. He's not answering the phone. I said, well, maybe he's sleeping. It's 3 in the morning. No, he's not sleeping. How you know he's not sleeping? Because I called him. You called him. Okay. Well, how many times you call him? 15 times. And left messages. So I'm just saying, there we have a problem. There's a big, big problem here. So I said, okay, that's when I decided I'm going to have to, she's going to have to do something else about this and maybe see a counselor, because I'm not getting through to her. But anyway, I said I'm going to write you something down so that in the middle of the night, when you're frantic and you can't get it together, just don't wake me up, just put it on the refrigerator and just read it, maybe to calm you down. Maybe you could just wait until 6 in the morning, maybe 7 to call. Okay. And I said, if that doesn't work, and I tease, I said, do what most of us would do is open the refrigerator and just go on and eat something. Calm it down. She laughed about that, but I started to write the rules down, some things down for her. And what happened was I kept writing and kept writing and kept writing until I ended up having this book.
Incredible.
That's how this book came about. Yeah, it is.
Do you have any visions of turning this into screenplays?
In the beginning I did. I just went, I didn't go back to get that done. but I do want to do that because these are great little stories.
That's right.
And if you can see them acted out, I'm sure they'd be very
It's
entertaining.
dramatic nonfiction, real.
Yeah. I would like to see that done one day.
Yes.
So what else you doing besides the book in your life? What's
Okay.
going on? What else
In my
that
life,
you
what
doing?
I'm doing right now, I'm writing a book. Oh, this is wrong. I'm writing a book called "The Last Night: A Caregiver's Journey from Transition and Beyond." That's okay.
Fiction? Real?
No, it's real.
Okay, nonfiction. Okay.
This is a real book
Okay.
because it's about caregiving. And I was my mother's caregiver for 8 years before she passed away. Hey, before she passed away. What? Whose phone is that? Whose phone? Is that yours, Kevin?
It's my phone.
No, that was mine.
Oh, your phone?
Music. This had to come in when you were speaking.
Oh, it was good. It was
I
good
didn't want you to
music.
interrupt it.
That's okay. It was
There
good
was a
music,
little
though.
rhythm behind
I
it.
like that. Okay, they were looking for that phone. But anyway, this one is one about my family, my grandparents, my parents, my mom and dad. You get to know who we are as people. How my parents raised us in Brownsville, in the concrete, soil of Brownsville. Yes.
Brownsville.
Yeah.
I live in Brownsville, man.
Yeah.
You live in Brownsville?
Yes, I live on Brownsville.
I lived on Blake Avenue.
Between what?
Was it Powell?
Powell Street.
Junius and Paul?
Yes.
Perhaps?
Yes.
Yeah.
So you know the projects.
Oh, yeah.
I stepped right from Blake Avenue into Good Times.
But-
I knew the character.
But you should have went to Jefferson. How did you end up at Erasmus?
Oh, well, I had an
Yeah.
uncle over there
Oh.
on
Okay.
Rutland Road. You see what I'm saying?
All right. All right. All right.
I got the part because I was in a beauty pageant.
Okay.
And there was a manager there and saw me and told my mom about the show, and I auditioned for that. Yeah, but in my book I talk about that too. I talk about how I get to Good Times. I talk about all that.
You mean the new book?
Uh-huh.
They mentioned about you. We do a concert in Brownsville, right there on Mother Gaston and Linden Boulevard. Last year we had the Stylistics, we had the Intruders, Always Love My Mama, and we had Hal Melvin Bruno's Bad Luck. And so I host that show.
Is that for Brownsville then?
Yeah, Brownsville. I'm the one that MC do the splits and all that.
Oh, you do, huh?
Oh yeah, I'll be 72 in April. April 6th is my birthday.
Oh,
Congratulations.
And I still work out at the gym, but they were talking about you when we had somebody got on the stage and sung the song "Good Time." Yeah.
Thank you very much. Yeah, that's where I'm from. And we talk about all of that, and we talk about the disease, Alzheimer's disease. We talk about the onset of it, and we're trying to figure out how this thing gets here because black people, we get this disease twice as much as anybody gets it. Alzheimer's. It's affecting our community twice as much. Our females even more. They believe that it's depression that has something to do with it. High blood pressure, cholesterol have something to do with it. Also, eating certain foods, aluminum foil. Try to eliminate that out of your cupboards. The reason why is because aluminum foil, what it does is the food disintegrates the aluminum, and it leaks into the food, and you eat it.
Metallic.
And we can't digest aluminum,
Right.
so it lifts and goes to the brain.
Wow.
Cast iron pots are the only thing that you really should cook in. They last a lifetime,
Yes.
literally. And when you're baking, use Pyrex dishes, things like that. Do not use aluminum foil at all. Don't save your food in aluminum foil. And we as black people have used aluminum foil more than anybody because it's cheap to get.
Yes.
You can cook with it. You can store with it. You can do a lot with it. And that could be one of the reasons why we're getting Alzheimer's more than anybody gets
Wow.
it. Yes.
Also, in reference to that, I always tell people when you have a mother and a father, the most important, don't let them go old and they can't be able to remember anything. Exercise and activities is always keep your mind occupied. I mean, at 71 years old, and I always put things in the right place. I put most of everything in the right place so I can go back and get it. And that's the memories. But when you were saying about the aluminum foil, I still use it in a sense. But to keep my health going, I use Colon Cleanse. And people say they use it like once or 2 months. I have to use it every day to clean my system out. So anything that junks that I eat, it don't stay in too long to affect me. And I also examine myself out pretty good anyway. That's what I'm saying, because a lot of people don't know that.
Yeah, they don't.
Because a lot of people have bowels that don't move.
Right.
And it's come from fiber, milligrams. If you don't take these stuff, it backs up and you get hard
Yes,
and
it
just
does.
constipate you.
Yes.
But the colon cleanse always keep that flushing out of your
People don't
system
realize that
before it affects it.
It's very important to cleanse your system out so that things don't stay, because anything stays, rots, can go different places and cause diseases, and we all know that. And we need to know that even more, and we need to not be ashamed of talking about that, because that's very, very important. What you eat, how you store your food, how you prepare your food. Also, East Indians get Alzheimer's the least, and they think it's because of the turmeric that they put in their foods. And turmeric is like a curry.
Right.
Yeah, and it's turmeric that they're using, and also in combination with turmeric, black pepper. Black pepper. Those two work together in warding off Alzheimer's. Okay, so try to incorporate that into your diet more. What else was it saying? Coconut oil. Use a tablespoon of coconut oil in your. It sounds gross because it was gross when I first heard it, but you can put it in your coffee. It doesn't change. It doesn't change the taste of the coffee. It makes it a little greasy. Or you can put it in your cereal or your oatmeal. But try to get at least a tablespoon a day in, because what it does, the coconut oil focuses the brain. Believe it or not, I did it with my mom. I didn't believe it. It was on the internet. It said Alzheimer's and coconut oil. I'm like, okay, whatever, because I was searching. And so I went and I got the coconut oil, and I gave her, coconut oil. And I said, Mom, here, eat this, and I put in a little oatmeal. She ate and everything. And I literally could see a difference within an hour.
That's a blessing.
I mean, it's not going to stop the Alzheimer's, but I can actually see a little bit more focus.
Wow.
So it works. And there are other things that I've picked up along the way in writing this book that I have in the book. They're all vitamin D. Vitamin D with black people is very important, because we lose vitamin D. For some reason, a lot of us have very low levels of vitamin D. I have very low levels. My mother had very low levels. It's like almost near rickets. It's so low. We have to take a lot of vitamin D, like 6,000 milligrams a day. Like instead of 2,000, take 6, things like this to build it back up. And vitamin D wards off depression. Yes. And a lot of us are lacking in D. We're depressed. And depression goes into dementia. It can lead into dementia. And that's something that we didn't know. So if you have a good amount of vitamin D, it'll help you with your depression, and so that your mind won't go into dementia. Dementia can lead into Alzheimer's. Yes.
Just to add on that, exercising also lowers depression, so you don't have to take antidepressant pills. You just need to get in the gym.
Very good.
Or go outside,
Thank you.
walk and get some sunlight and
Yes,
some vitamin D.
yes,
Right.
yes,
And keep
absolutely.
activities
Yes,
also.
the activities.
It keeps your mind focused
it
on
clears your
the
mind.
memories. It keeps
It clears your mind.
because you're enjoying what you're doing.
And the heart pumping.
Yes, eliminate that depression and stuff that you
Exactly.
have at home or whatever.
Exactly.
Get out of it.
And we have to do that. We have to
Yes.
fight against that.
This is Emily Francis. Wrote a book about it. In fact, it's here at Sister's Bookstore. I interviewed her. She's an authority on that.
What, on Alzheimer's?
No, vitamin D.
Vitamin D?
Vitamin
Yeah,
D.
she was right up there.
Really?
In fact, Sister Jennifer got the pills and stuff here for you.
Give it them pills.
Vitamin D is very important.
Yeah,
I
she
didn't
ties
realize
it-
it.
She ties it to the entire body.
Really?
But-
D.
yeah, because we're over here, we're indoors, whereas in Africa we were always in the sun.
Right.
And it was natural that way.
Right. Exactly.
So she talks about doing it through the diet. She doesn't want anyone to take pills.
Oh, okay.
But what I wanted to ask you, me again.
That's right.
What I wanted to ask you, because I saw you when you did an interview before talking about your mother and the Alzheimer's, and how hard it was. How did you all keep it together while you were watching your mother going through the steps
Well,
with
that's the part about caregiving.